Mixed numbers and conversions. A mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. Change a mixed number into a fraction. So what we do is we're going to multiply the whole number and the denominator. Then we're going to add the answer to the numerator. Then we keep the same denominator. And we're always going to reduce if possible. Let's look at our first example. Example 1. A storage room for 12 motors has a total horsepower of 6.16 horsepower. Convert this mixed number into a fraction. So our first step is to multiply the whole number times our denominator. So 6 times 6, so step 1, 6 times 6 is 36. Step 2 would be to add it to the numerator. So we have 36 plus 1, which is equal to 37. So we would keep 37 on the top, and we would keep our same denominator as 6, and we can't reduce, so this would be our final answer. Now let's do another example. Example 2. The total resistance in a series circuit is 2 1/9 ohms. Convert this mixed number into a fraction. So our first step would be to multiply our whole number times our denominator. So we got 2 times 9, which is equal to 18. Our second step is to add it to our numerator. So we have 18 plus 1, so that's 19. Now step 3 is to keep our denominator. So we have 9. And we have 19 from step 2. And we can't reduce, as 19 over 9 is in its lowest term. So that would be our answer to this problem. Now let's go over how to convert a fraction to a mixed number. So to change a fraction into a mixed number is by the following steps. We are going to divide the numerator by the denominator. And then the remainder is the new numerator. And we're always going to keep the same denominator. And reduce if possible. So let's go over an example to see how this is done. Example 3. A storage room for 10 motors has a total horsepower of 45 over 8 horsepower. Convert this fraction to a mixed number. So our first step is to take our numerator and divide it by our denominator. So 8 can go into 45 how many times? It can't go into 4, but it can go into 45 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. You go ahead and subtract. So 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0. So we just have 5. So this 5 is considered our remainder. So what we do is we now have our whole number, which is 5. This is that 5. And then we have 5 as our new numerator. Oops. Then we have 5 as our new numerator, and this is from our remainder. And we're going to keep our denominator, so it's 8. So 5 and 5/8 would be the mixed number for this. Now let's look at another example. Example 4. The total resistance of a series circuit is 10/4 ohms. Convert this fraction to a mixed number. So what we need to do is take the 10 and divide it by 4. So now 4 can go into 10 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. We subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. So we get 2 as our remainder. And then our whole number is 2. So when we go ahead and rewrite this, we would go ahead and write 2, because that's our whole number. And then it's 2/4, because we keep our same denominator. And just to show where these are coming from, that's the remainder. Now this would be our solution, except we need to reduce. So 2/4 each has a factor of 2, so we can go ahead and divide the top and the bottom by 2. So this becomes 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So this would be our final solution.